A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And the lack of bread, in other words, a famine, man. Right? So once this hyperinflation, and these trucks ain't moving no more, leads to a famine, shit gonna hit the fan, man. Right? People not gonna know where to get their food sources from, so they gonna start basically invading one another to get that supply of food, man. Whether it be beans and stuff like that, because you got doomsday preppers, man. Right? And you can bet your ass that these doomsday preppers, they telling all these homeboys like, yeah, I'm stocking up on this. I got a bunker full of beans and water and shit. And they neighbor gonna keep that in mind in that day, man. And guess what they gonna do? They gonna go and take their stuff with AR-15 or whatever, man. All right. So now let me see who I think I got something else for it. Let's go to the book of 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, which is major Bible prophecy as well in these last times in Babylon the Great. Alright? This is the book of 2 Ezra 16 and 18. I'm going to start at 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Right? You got to ask yourself, why would Ezra, some men of the Lord, say, woe is me, woe is me? Now that's fucking hard, man. Why would he say that to himself, man? Because that's how bad these times are gonna be, man. All right? Because when he saw these visions, he was like, damn, like I don't even know how I'm gonna be delivered, man. That's how bad this shit gonna be out here, man. This is gonna be a state full of anarchy. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? So all these are just the beginning, man. Right? What you see happening right now, the Heavenly Father is just now really starting to basically visit this place, man. Right? And this shit gonna get bad out here pretty soon, man. Right? And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna correct myself because Yahweh Shai been visiting this place, man. Right? By the plagues and the chariots and different things of that nature. But the more and more he visits, right, the more and more these things are gonna escalate, such as famine, man. Right? So this shit is just the beginning. And going back last year, all I seen was Jake. Oh damn. It's like Jake was like 2020. God, man, damn, man, 2020, damn. Like, you, bro, 2021 gonna be worse than that, especially coming in the summer, man. All the one right to Zop, man. Right? In the summer, man, hey, shit can get bad out here, man. They can turn up these frequencies on Jake, man. Have you people messed up, man, because they know Jake love the summer, they love the heat, man. They like to get out on summer, go and chase box or whatever. Barbecue, go out to the club, all that. So we ain't shifting them to turn up frequencies, and you out here through, man. Right? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges, right? Jake see all this shit happening. They see us talking about World War III. They see the prophets out on the highways and the byways. This itself should show you that you're in the end times, man. Right? Because Isaiah the 19th chapter speaks about how the Lord was going to have the altar out there as a sign of the end times, roughly paraphrasing, man. But Jake's still not returning from their wickedness, man. Right? You had that nigga Lil Reese, right? You got brothers out there in Chicago going hard, man. Lil Reese, I know that nigga know about the Hebrew Israelites, man. And he got his ass beat up, and I heard he got shot too along with his homeboy. His homeboy had a big ass gash in his cheek, man, from a gunshot wound. Alright? It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, right? Not anymore because hyperinflation. Alright? They shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion. These things are continuing to grow and escalate, man. Alright? For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. You're going to be starving. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right? So we coming into some crazy times, man. Right? We're taking us the 15th chapter and the 16th. Or will come to pass, and it's going to be a state full of anarchy, man. Right? And they came out with that movie, The Purge, Anarchy. And that was a bad movie, man. Wait till it become like that out here in America, man. You people gonna wish that you was back in 2019. Y'all wishing that y'all was back in 2019 today. So how much more whenever, the things go left, man, for you. Alright? So that was it on that. So like, let me get this other article that I got pulled up. Going to see, the whole little joint between Palestinians and the Israelis, man. Alright? It says more than 30 dead in Gaza in Israel as fighting quickly escalates. Hamas fires rockets at Israel cities. Israel hits Gaza with airstrikes. Civilians suffer the most casualties, but leaders on each side may reap political benefits. All right, so as you see, it's going down over there, man. Right, imagine, you know what I'm saying, you chilling, because I seen this video, the brother Jim S. Salt, he posted this video, this damn Amalekite, this nigga went in his backyard to record and shit, and next thing you know, a rocket came and boom, blew some shit up, man. Now imagine that happening here, man. Alright. It says Ashkelon, Israel, the worst fighting between Israelis and Palestinians. It's like in 7 years, intensified on Tuesday night. And that is such a show that we in times, man. They said that it intensified, you know what I'm saying? What did it say? In 7 years, it intensified, man. Alright. As Israeli airstrikes began targeting Hamas offices in Gaza City, militants in Gaza fired rockets at the metropolis of Tel Aviv, the southern city of Ashkelon, and Israel's main airport. In Gaza, at least 35 Palestinians, including 10 children, had been killed Tuesday night. Right, and I seen this video. Well, not this video, but this picture of this kid. He was like a Palestinian. He got his ass blew up, man. Legs all burnt up, fucked up, man. He got crushed by debris. Right, that's horrific, man. Right, and I wouldn't be surprised, like brothers been saying, don't be surprised if America get hit with a couple of rockets before World War III, man. All right. This is according to health officials in Israel. 5 people were killed in strikes on Tel Aviv, Ashkelon, and Lod, and at least 100 were wounded, according to medical officials. All right, we know that this is going to lead to World War III, man. Right, all this is a build-up. People thought in 2020 when, Trump bombed, Iran, they thought that was going to be like, oh shit, World War III going to happen and all that. That was just a build-up, man. It's going to continue to escalate, eventually leading up to the Third World War. And this also shows you that you got them, you J-ish niggas, you ain't the real people, because if you was, why the fuck is there war in the Holy Land, man? Right, not to mention you got, parades, you brothers know what I'm talking about, the alphabet shit. They got that happening over. You seen the lightning, all right? You got that happening over. It proves that you are not the real people, man. All right, because the Lord spoke about, let me grab it real quick. All right, so this is the book of Ezekiel 39. Let's lock you 1 second. All right, Ezekiel 39 and 25, it says, therefore this said the Lord Yahweh, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that, they have borne their shame, all that their trespasses, whereby have they trespassed against me, and they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. And y'all not dwelling safely in their land. Y'all got uproars happening right now. You got police getting hit in their face with bricks and shit. People out there dropping dead from gunshots, man. It shows you right then and there that y'all not cool people, because the Lord also mentioned that once the people are set in their land, there's not going to be any more war. The nations will not learn war anymore. You niggas are shooting rockets at Gaza. Y'all are, that still shows you that y'all not the real people. Slack. Sign to blow away. Alright? But that is such show that y'all ain't the real people, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to get about this joint here in a second, because this I done got hit with a couple of drops. Alright, but now let's get the book of Luke, the 21st chapter, because this is Bible prophecy, man. Right? A lot of days you're gonna have tension between nations increasing higher and higher, going to war with each other, shooting rockets at each other, man, which is what you see happening. Luke 21 and 9, it says, but when you shall hear of wars, right, which is happening right now, man, between Israel and Gaza, and commotions. Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. So in order for the end to come, these things have to happen, man. So you brothers and you aqua, you know what I'm saying, that this may be shaking you up a little bit. Don't let this shit shake you up, because it shouldn't anyway. Because we not gonna have no parts in that bullshit, man. Right? That's what the nations have to deal with, man. Because when you read in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, this is the punishment of the heathen, man. And ultimately, the punishment of the heathen is going to be, not only slavery, but Yahweh Shema Shah driving them to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, where he's going to judge them, man. Right? Because that's what this leading to, correct? Right? It's leading up to World War III. All right? This is the book of Joel 3, in verse 1. It says, behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, right, which means Yahweh's decision or Yahweh's judgment, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. So the reason that you see what the things happening right now is because this is Yahweh Shema Shah judging these nations for what they did to the children of Israel, man. And it's ultimately going to escalate to, World War III, and hey, their captivity, man. All right, because those damn Ishmaelites, they had us in slavery too. All right. It says, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right. So the whole reason that you see the thing going on right now, tension between these nations, and it's going to lead to them going into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, is because that's Yahweh Shema Shah judging them, man. All right. For what they did to the children of Israel, man. All right. Let me see, I got something else written down. Right, because we can start with the those rockets, man. Right, you got these dumb niggas talking about, excuse my French, but it's just what it is, man. But you got these dumb niggas. That's like what they're saying, that missiles aren't in the scriptures. Well, of course, the Bible's not going to say missiles, man, because back in the ancient world, whenever the prophets were receiving these visions, they didn't use the term missile, man. That's modern day, man. All right, they use, like similitudes, so to speak, man. Right, they use things that they could describe them to the best of their ability, like arrows, stars, man. And I'm actually getting into that. Let's actually let me Google this real quick. Let me Google missile shot, so you can see what I'm talking about. And before I actually get it, let's read Revelation, the 6th chapter. This Revelation 6 and verse 12. It says, and I behold, when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth. Right, and it's talking about missiles, man, because I'm finna pull up a picture. When you see a missile, whenever it's shot, it has that glare around it, that glare of fire. So that's why John the Revelator, he described it as a star, man. Especially when they fall from the heavens, man. It look like a damn star, man. All right, and I'm gonna actually pull up a picture to show you. It says, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And what today, in modern day technology, can cause a mighty wind like that, man. Nuclear missiles, that blast, man, from those missiles, man. All right. It says, in the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, right? Speaking about the mushroom clouds, man. And every mountain and island will move out of the place, speaking about these different governments, man. You got the big governments, and you got the smaller governments, like, the Dominican Republic, you got the United States. This bitch is going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be moved out of the place because they're going to be destroyed, man. Right? As well as the land of Israel, man, because that place has to be cleansed, man. It's filthy, man. All right? But I'll pull up this picture real quick. Alright. Let me turn on my brightness so y'all can see. You can see those are missiles shot off, man. And this is why John the Revelator, he described them as being stars, man, because of that glare of fire around it, man. Right, you see? Alright. So they written in the scriptures, man. Alright, and I also want to grab this real fast. Second Ezra 16:12. The earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, right? Which is that arsenal, man. Right? Those pockets that those missiles are set in place to be shot, man, to be activated. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, which is speaking about the missiles. Right? When something is sharp, it penetrates better. You know, it causes more damage. Right? And those arrows, man, they're being made sharp because of the warheads, man. Right? That's why they're considered to be sharp, man, because the warheads, that's the power of the missile, man. Right? Without those warheads, that missile wouldn't have any power in it, man. Right? You have some missiles that contain up to 12 warheads, like the Satan missile. That bitch can destroy Texas alone, man. Texas is a pretty big state, right? It says, it shall not miss, right? Because you're going to have the angels guiding those missiles to hit their destinations, man. And not to mention that they intercontinental ballistic missiles. They created to be shot from one continent to another, no matter how far it is, man. Right? Like, they got this missile in Russia. It's called, I think it's, I don't know, I forgot what it's called. Maybe it's the Satan missile too, I don't know. But it's a hypersonic missile. A hypersonic intercontinental ballistic missile. It can be shot from Russia, Moscow, Russia, to New York City within 15 minutes, man. Now, if that ain't the power of the Lord, I don't know what is, man. Right? These nations, they come up with that shit on their own, man. They actually, the Lord tapped into their pineal gland, so to speak, and revealed these things unto them, man, through the left-hand side. All right? When they shall begin to be shot to the ends of the road, which proves that they're missiles, man. Because an arrow, I don't give a damn how you put it, can be shot to China, man, from here, man. Right? This is speaking about an intercontinental ballistic missile. This is just Ezra describing it to the best of his ability, man. The arrow. You know, when I can pull it up. That damn thing looks just like an arrow, man. Let me see. You know, this camera, it like an arrow, man. All right, that's why he described it as an arrow, man, because he described it to the best of his ability according to the technology that they had back then, man. All right. Okay, and that was pretty much it on that. All right, so I'll get into Joel, the 2nd chapter, and I'm gonna close out. Alright, this is the book of Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. And this is exactly what we're doing, man. Or we're blowing that trumpet, man, that spiritual trumpet, man. Coming out here telling you about the prophecy that's getting ready to take place, you know, World War III. You know what I'm saying? The famine, the pestilences, all these things. We're blowing that trumpet, man. Right? Because we're spiritual watchmen. Right? It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a people and a strong, it's like a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Why? Because of these nations' nuclear capability, so to speak, you know, their military might, if I'm not mistaken, man. Right? Because they're stronger than what any nation has ever been, so to speak, man. Right? They have missiles. Right? Back in the ancient world, we ain't had missiles, man. Right? A missile, that's a deadly weapon, man. That's a weapon of mass destruction. That can completely destroy a country, man. Right? This is a fire devoureth before them. Right? When you go to a missile, what you see? Let me grab it. You can't make this up, man. Yahweh Shema shine beautiful, man. Right? This is what it's speaking about, man. Let me turn it to the side. That fire devouring before them, man. Right? They're perilous, so to speak, man. Right? That fire that's coming, that basically makes it go up, man. It says, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is the Garden of Eden before them, right? Which means a paradise. And you see America today, it's like the Garden of Eden, man, so to speak. We know it's not, but it's in a beautiful state, so to speak. It's not all fucked up, right? You know, you got the buildings, you got the trees and all that type of stuff, all right? It says, and behind them a desolate wilderness. And that's what the missiles are going to cause America to look like, man. A desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them, right? I ain't gonna be, I had a homeboy in the world tell me that, because I posted on my Snapchat, like, you know, about Russia, them making these different missiles. And he was like, we got to start preparing. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I ain't say nothing. But I'm like, how the fuck you gonna prepare, right? I know you're gonna get right with how about Shimei Shah, because according to Bible prophecy, the Lord said, come my people and enter up into my chambers, roughly paraphrasing, man. You're gonna have to be beamed up into those chariots and up to escape destruction, man. Right? You can't buy no bunker or anything like that. The only ones that are gonna be able to escape this destruction are the top elite banking families, man, because they got bunkers that can go 2 miles deep into the ground, man. They got sea bunkers and all that. You niggas ain't got that, man. All right. It says the appearance of them is at the appearance of horses, right? Power and horsemen. So shall they run, right? That horsepower, man. Like the noise of chariots of the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, and as a strong people set in a battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, and all faces shall be gathered blackness. Why? Because once they start seeing these missiles coming and rising over the horizon, niggas gonna start bugging, man. It's gonna be in a state of complete panic, man. Right? They not gonna know what to do. They're gonna start looting and robbing. You gonna even have people killing themselves, man. All right, you know, you see that thunderstorm, man. I need to go ahead and get about this joint. Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shah got me, because who the one that's bringing it, man? Yahweh Shemel Shah, so I'm straight, man. All right, let me continue to read this. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in this path. Right? They're gonna be, they're gonna reach their destination, man. All right, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Right? Ain't no, you know, using your missile defense system to combat those things, man, because they got hypersonic missiles, which nothing could be defended from it, man. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter into at the windows like a thief. Right? Ain't no escaping them, man. Because anything that's in their path, they gonna devour, man. Right? You know, look at these different, you know, footages they got of those missiles, of that blast radius, man. All right? And in that blast radius, it's set that can't shit survive, man. Whatever's in that radius is gonna be turned into dust, man. All right? The earthquake shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Why? Because of that smoke that's gonna be going up from these different parts of the earth, predominantly in America, man. Right? Because, you know, on the 4th of July, when you got these people popping firecrackers, you know, they be having the sky polluted. How much more a missile, man? Missile is 1 billion times stronger than the damn artillery shell, man. All right. Before I close out, I want to grab this stuff. That was pretty much it, man. A beautiful chapter. I'm gonna have to, you know, touch back on that, you know, going back to the crib, man. All right, but this is that. This is going back to Revelation, the 6th chapter. This is the heavens departing as a scroll. Let me see. That's the heavens departing as a scroll, man. That mushroom cloud, slotty. All right, but you know, with that being said, you know, I went right to Zion. You know, this camp lesson was edifying. You know, it's starting to rain, man. And that's the spirit, because what's coming, man? That storm. The enemy shall come in like a flood. All right, hey, so Yahweh Shemel Shah, you know, he got a sense of humor, man. That's the spirit. All right, so with that being said, before I close out, I'm going to say, call Halal Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings be taught to Akim, now pushing this word and truth and sincerity, man. Shalom and a Baba Bar. Continue to endure Akim, while we almost out this bitch, man.